Welcome back, everybody. Pastor Dave here. And believe it or not, today I'm not going to talk about the war in Iran or the war in Israel or the war all over the Middle East. We're going to talk about what profit is there in studying prophecy. Now, many people, I'm amazed, really say why we shouldn't study prophecy. And some fear that they'll basically people become fanatics or they get in a, pie in the sky idea about everything. Jesus is coming back tomorrow, so let's not do anything. But, it's really funny. People understand that between 25 and 30% of the Bible is prophecy. So if God put that in there, it's there to be read. It's very important. And from Genesis all the way to Revelation, it ties everything together. And that's called Bible prophecy about God's plan for man, how Jesus would come, how Jesus would be born a virgin baby, grow up, die on the cross for our sins, and be resurrected. And he's coming back for the church soon in the rapture. And he's coming back at the end of the tribulation to basically take back the earth. So that's why we want to study Bible prophecy, not to scare us, but to prepare us. Now, prophecy really will lead to praise, it says in Revelation 1:3. Blessed is he who readeth and hears the words of the prophecy and keeps those things that are written therein, for the time is at hand in a world that seems to be filled with random acts of violence and terrorism, and we need to see that God has a plan for everything that's unfolding right now. Today I want to look at 6 things and 6 reasons we need to study prophecy, and that's the first one. Prophecy will lead you to praising God for what's going on, praising God because he's in control, and that's why it was put in the Bible. Secondly, prophecy will help you make a sense of what's going on and all the suffering in the world and how bad things have to happen to get to the good things that God has for us. Believe it or not, bad things happen in this world because it's full of evil. Where did evil come from? Not God. It came from Satan, and he caused all this through rebelling against God in heaven, and then coming down to the Garden of Eden and causing Adam and Eve eventually to sin. And that brought sin into the world. It brought sin into their lives, their fall. It brought sin into nature. It brought sin into everything that God had perfectly designed and created on earth. And that's where we're living in a world of sin that needs its rescue and really cleansing from Jesus and what he did. Thirdly,